Hey, Saturday Nation, what's going on? The first time I've been able to wear sunglasses in Ohio in about 6 months, it feels like, maybe even 6 years. I think I lost track. Anyway, looking out the windshield right now, isn't that a crazy concept? When we drive, we look out the windshield. It's nuts, I know. Why wouldn't we look out the rearview mirror? When we're driving, why wouldn't we just look out the rearview mirror? Well, because we're not going back that way, number one. Number two, the windshield's way bigger than the rearview mirror, which means that there's a lot more to focus on up there than there is back there. And what do you think would happen if you drove a vehicle looking in your rearview mirror the whole time? What do you think would happen? Well, you'd probably crash. That's why I'm not looking there and I'm looking out there. So here's the problem. Here's the problem as I see it today, March 12th, 2019, on a beautiful, just a beautiful day. Quite honestly, every day is a beautiful day, I guess, right? You woke up on the right side of the ground, yet we're going to find a lot of stuff to complain about. And in the absence of gratitude, that's when expectations come in. We think we should be a certain place in our life. We should think we should have a certain amount of money in our bank account. Our house should be a certain size. We should have a certain number of garages in that house, instead of just saying, hey, man, am I friggin' grateful for what I got? So stop tripping over your past. Stop looking what's behind you. You're not going back that way. I wish I could go back to last year. I really do. I wish I could go back. If I could go back to this time last year, for example, and I don't hold any ill will, so it's not like I'm sitting here thinking about it, but since I'm talking about it, I would love to go back to this time last year and not start building out a membership site that cost me 25 grand that I ended up never using. Okay, I really, really wish I would not have done that. But I did it because my vision last year was different than it is this year. And it didn't work out very well. I'm not saying it's never going to launch, but I'm just saying I could trip over my past and think about what I could do with 25 grand. 25 grand is a lot of money. I mean, I can think of a lot of things to do with 25 grand than to set fire to it and never launch a membership site. I could look at other stuff that I got involved in that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to from a business perspective. But that's all money. And I'm not poo-pooing money. We all need money. But I'm just saying you can always make more money. You know what I mean? But what'd you gain? Remember the adage, every day is Saturday. And I tell this to everybody that places the call. By the way, that's the problem. I forgot to put the plug. Why do I do it? Never plugging this. If you didn't book your call yet, go to launchwithsam.com. Launchwithsam.com. I want to talk about what you got working and what you want to get out there into the marketplace and how I can help you do it in a very simple, very easy way. It doesn't need to be complicated at all. But there's a lot of things we could look back on last year, the year before, and talk about all the things that didn't work out. But man, you'd be missing out everything that you got working today, tomorrow. What you do right now, I can't even overemphasize, what you do right now is going to impact the next 90 days of your life in a positive way. Just, man, don't let it be a negative way. I mean, here's an example. You start creating content like this 3 months from now, you're going to have that compounding effect. Some people are going to watch it today. Most people are going to watch it in the next week, 2 weeks, 2 months. And then you do one every day, and now you've got that number compounding. That's what happened with my podcast. People are like, hey, how do you get 15 million downloads of a podcast? Well, you record your first one. That's how you do it, because in order to get 15 million downloads, you got to get one download. And nobody wants to hear that, I guess. I don't know. Like, one download. Come on, don't give me that motivational stuff. It's true. Before I ever got 1 million downloads, I had to learn how to get one. I mean, before I could speak in front of a bunch of people, I had to learn to speak in front of nobody. And trust me, that happened. Going to drive to an event, nobody showed up. That's going to happen. But man, I'll tell you what, I kept looking in the windshield. I never looked what was behind me. I didn't want to look what was behind me. What was behind me? Bankruptcy, getting notes on my door. We're going to shut your electric off. God, if I had $1 for every time I had one of those. You ever get one of those shut-off notices on your door? We're going to shut your electric off, water, sewer, foreclosure, all that stuff, man. If you haven't got those kind of notices, you're not even trying. But when you keep looking forward, you're like, okay, I got a shut-off notice on my door. I got a car repossessed and all that stuff. Those are almost like battle scars for entrepreneurs, Employees, I don't know. Maybe employees get that. But it seems like a lot of entrepreneurs get that type, go through those type of things. And the ones that are able to overcome that and the ones that are able to be successful are the ones that are able to look forward. Because that stuff, it's so temporary. When they do say, the old adage that you're going through a season of your life, that is so true, man. It's just a season of your life, you know? You go through a bankruptcy, it's a season of your life. You end up on some times where you're putting out a bunch of content, doing a lot of things, and putting a lot of momentum, but nothing happens. That's just a season of your life. But what you do now, it really does impact the next 90 days, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months of your life. And then you come out of that season. Just like today, March. It feels like June. It's 50 degrees out. A week ago, it was like 5 degrees out. The past 4 months, 5 months, it was just a season. It's winter. It feels longer every year, especially as you get older. But because you have experience, you know after winter is coming to springtime. You know stuff's going to, start turning green. You know that when you're going through that tough time in your life, you know that's just a season. Now, the way it is in a season, you can have a winter, eternal winter. Would you like to have an eternal winter? Every day is Monday. Every day is cold. Don't ever grow. Don't ever try anything new. Make sure you listen to what everybody says. Make sure you listen to everybody's opinions. Make sure you care what other people think about you. Don't ever try anything different. Don't ever take any risks, and you're never going to change. Nothing's ever going to change. I mean, if we were supposed to just be comfortable, there'd be no reward. We would all just be drones, doing the same thing. But the entrepreneurs, man, the best entrepreneurs in the world, and I mean people you've never even heard of. I'm not talking about Bill Gates or, Mark Cuban or Oprah. I'm talking about people that live in your own community that are doing very well financially, spiritually, relationship-wise. They don't have life figured out, but they're doing a lot better than they were doing 5, 10, 15 years ago because they just kept looking forward. They never looked behind them. Why do I got to look behind me? I already know what's behind me. Why would I want to look back there? I want to look up here. All this is brand new. All of that is brand new. All of that is old. What back there is old. But I will say the one thing that's behind me, a lot of lessons learned, a lot of mileage, a lot of wisdom. But man, I'm way more concerned with what's ahead of me tomorrow. I'm way awesome. I look forward to the calls. If you haven't booked one yet, make sure you do. Looking forward to you and I talking and masterminding and planning your own unique movement, talking about your zone of genius. So go ahead and book your call. Go to launchwithsam.com and make sure, at any rate, you stay focused on what's ahead. It's so much more exciting. The windshield. Just remember that today. The windshield. Not the rearview mirror. The windshield, baby. Not the rearview mirror. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Stay safe. Enjoy it. Replace expectations with gratitude. It's going to be an awesome month of March and even a better 2019. See you guys soon.